We're on.
Yeah.
Once again. 6 people waiting, and sorry to keep you waiting. I could have kept you waiting longer, but I didn't. Out of the kindness of my heart.
Well, after Tommy's comment, you maybe should have.
Yeah, I know.
Just kidding, Tommy. Glad to see everybody's here. So far, we have Tommy from Silver Creeks Wildlife. We have Jesse, Salient Aquatics. We have Jorge from Mexicali Fishkeeper. We have Alex from Fathom Aquatics. We have Eddie from Vibes. Am I missing anybody? If I am, I'm truly sorry. It is a Monday.
It is a Monday, so welcome back to another case of the Mondays. And for those who had to work like I did today, feel bad for you. It was slow for me at work today. I don't know about you guys. So it was more on the boring side, but it was a lot less stress, so I appreciated that. Having some thunderstorms here tonight. And,
Hopefully our power stays on.
yeah,
It's supposed to intensify by the time we're done, so.
for sure.
We also have Adele here from Collaboration of Curiosities. And Mike from MNC Aquatics. And I saw another one sneak in there. Jeff Kane from Empire Dirt Aquatics. Shady Grady's in here. Who's also Mike.
Hello, Mike.
It's great to see everybody this week. It was kind of sad not going on last week, but we were just shot after our trip.
It was physically draining, but mentally refreshing.
We have a very special guest in chat tonight, everybody. It's Harris, the weatherman.
All right.
Woohoo!
Harris is watching. If you guys have been watching our streams, you've probably heard us talk about him in the past. You've seen our posts on YouTube. Harris is really cool dude. I love his channel. He's into weather, as you can tell by his name. And not just into weather like it's kind of cool. It's into weather like that is his life.
Yeah.
He's just so happy with it. I'm sure there's other parts of his life that he's totally into as well, but when he talks about the weather, he's very what's the word for it? Heartfelt, but very energetic. You can tell. Check out his channel. We didn't get the link up.
I'm going to do that right now.
Katie's going to find the link and put it on there. We should have did that ahead of time. But what was cool about... What day was it? Friday? You were at work?
It was Saturday.
Was it Saturday?
Yeah.
Well, Katie was at work Saturday, and I was home doing whatever. She got something very special on Saturday. You talk about it. It's your thing.
This is Harris's autograph that I got from him when he was in the store with his dad. And it's going to go in our case of... Oop, I'm backwards on this. In our case of special stuff we get from other YouTubers, including stickers.
Yep. It's awesome. She got Harris's autograph. His very first one as a YouTuber. And it was special.
It's going to be worth a lot someday.
Yeah, that's going to, like Katie said, we're setting up it's pretty much a sticker board, but some people don't have stickers. Like this is, I almost think we should probably put that in its own frame.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll hang it up in here. So thank you, Harris, for showing up. Thanks for the autograph, man. That's very cool. And if you guys Have some time, check out his channel. Most of his weather forecasting is done for our area. It's actually very accurate. I found that
Very
he's
much.
been more accurate than some of the weather apps that I have on my phone, even. And it was found out quicker just because I'm on YouTube. So I tend to be watching YouTube more than watching the weather. So it's nice to have him around. It actually does help. That's no joke. And even if you don't live around here, check him out, support him, give him some likes, some view times. And if you feel like it, give him a subscription. It's always fun to watch. You'll find out soon after checking out his channel just how much energy this guy has and how much love he has for the weather. It's great.
Most definitely.
It's a passion of his, for sure. I see the king of DIYs here, Mr. Mullen. How are you this evening? Sounds like I can't even see this. This life took forever to stop. I waited patiently, and now I'm mad. Well, I understand. I get mad sometimes too. Everybody does. I don't get that mad waiting for you though. You always got something on I can watch. Happy Place Aquatics, Mr. Jim. Mr. Jim, they call him. Back home. It's a very formal place where Jim grew up at, from what I hear. It was very comfortable and very formal. Of course, I'm full of crap when I say that. You saw Peplin this year? Did you say hi to him?
Yeah, I'm in the process of saying hi. I'm looking through the list to make sure I don't miss anyone else.
Well, so what I wanted to show tonight is what we have going on behind us. You guys seen us set up that tank and the pond underneath. And I have it a little dark in here because I wanted the light to kind of show up a little better in tonight's stream. So those are... There's got to be a way to be able to zoom in. I don't know if you can on StreamYard.
I wouldn't mess with it if I were you. Your technical skills have not been the greatest lately.
Oh, by the way, I recently completely wiped out my laptop and put Linux on there. The new Ubuntu, or however you pronounce it. That's how I pronounce it. And it's working rather well. As long as there's a crap ton more settings to play with. And I've learned from experience to just kind of leave stuff alone the best you can. But so far, it's working great. Anyways, the 55-gallon tank we got behind us, it is set up. It's done.
Yep.
We have how many fish in there, Katie?
Well, I have to recount because we've added over the past few months 8.
3, 6.
Yep,
8.
there's 8. And they're all different types of goldfish. We have comets, we have fantails, we have orandas, blackmores, ranchus, and I think there's a koi mix in there too.
Should have had the other camera going. That hasn't been working too well either, but tonight I made sure that my daughter was going to be off gaming mode tonight. That kind of makes it a little better. Just because we're using Wi-Fi out here until I get the hard line going. Anyways, enough with the internet crap. We've got 2 fake rocks in there. Did you say that already?
No, this is your tank. Well, it's our tank, but
I'd
you...
like to show it a little bit better. Maybe I will in a little bit here if I can get the link on my phone. We can get that worked out. Again, something you could think about ahead of time.
Thanks a bunch, Stefan, from Lush and Salty Aquariums.
Yeah, thanks. That's very nice of you to say. Not too far from us, being in Chicago. We're only, about a state away.
4 to 6
Operating.
hours, depending on traffic.
Yeah.
And construction.
Well, plenty of East Chicago people find their way up here this time of year, so I know it's not that far. We visit it on the weekends. If it's a weekend destination, we can't be too far apart.
Chat's moving so quick. I'm sorry if I miss everybody.
That's cool. The other thing we did, so those goldfish, they were in that 40-gallon breeder that you see here. Sorry, Katie, and everyone else. I'll try to leave her in the shot as much
You're
as
fine.
possible. So no, that's why you're here. Anyway. The 40-gallon breeder got the Tetra Castle that used to be in here, and right now there's only one fish residing in there, one Salvini. She was the one that was in this hex tank that we used to have set up. Now we took that all down.
You're
Kind of move some signage around and move things behind there because in that spot is where the 210 is going to be here very soon, because we got a lot of cleaning done on it over the weekend. Took some good footage of that. Haven't shared any of it yet, but we will.
There's a lot to edit on there. Jake, for those of you that may not know, since we haven't been on since our trip, Jake accidentally recorded practically the whole river trip on the action cam. So there's some pretty good stuff in between everything else that we have to go in and find. We almost didn't have Jake with us here today, let's just say.
Why?
Well, I'm not going to say why. It's going to be in the video.
Oh, I'm lucky to be alive.
Yeah?
I could have been decapitated just like that
Or drowned.
by a tree. It can happen. I don't know about on river trips that much, how many people have been decapitated, but I could have at least gotten forked. And then the rest of the canoe could have went on, and I would have been just dangling there. But since I had like a waterproof DJI camera strapped to my melon, at least my last dying moments would have been caught on camera, and could have shared them with everybody. It would have been great. I wish that, actually.
No.
Yeah, if my death ever occurs that way, I do wish you to post it on YouTube for everybody. You heard it here. That's one of my last will and testaments.
Okay.
I'm trying to make this work. Seems like when I use the StreamYard app to join a stream,
On your phone?
it's kind of it just doesn't work as well.
Oh. I see how it is, Alex.
Joey, we all know this, but thanks for admitting it. I appreciate it. Here,
No, this one.
there's the what?
Hang on.
Well, I don't know, Joey, because Alex is. I don't know. I've hung out online with Alex a lot more than you, and I guess we were friends first. So
Okay, keep it friendly. No schoolyard drama
okay, right.
or fish yard drama.
Well, if Harris is watching, he's a young man. We should be respectful of that. How do I make these go away when I put them up on here?
You
Maybe
have to,
hide.
yeah,
There
hit
we go.
hide. You're not
You take
familiar
care of
with
that.
chat, are you?
I do. I know how to run it, but usually I'm doing other things and talking and buttons and
Yeah.
switches.
Leave it to me.
I'm trying to find my StreamYard thingy so I can put it up on my phone and show you guys closer. So, apologize if I seem a little distracted. I'm only trying to type the weird StreamYard link. It's a bunch of weird, crazy pattern of numbers that. I'm generally pretty good at looking at a set of numbers and characters and kind of memorizing it because it's real quick, at least temporarily, because it's part of my job at work. Part numbers galore. But something about a StreamYard link part,
Everything looks the same, doesn't it?
yeah, there's a lot of that's not the same. If any manufacturers start labeling their crap the way StreamYard does their unique link codes, I'd be in a lot of trouble. I probably would quit my job and just do anything but that. Why don't you talk a little bit, Katie, because I'm trying to...
I didn't want to be accused of interrupting. So, all in all, how did everybody's Monday go for the most part? I think we got at least a couple inches of rain from, I would say, probably 3:30, and I think it's still raining out. To be honest with you, it was supposed to go through past 7 o'clock. On a good note, most people's gardens won't need water. Unlike ours, it's in the greenhouse, so we'll still need to water. But hey, it is what it is. Jeff, Jake said you were getting storms by you too. How were they? Kind of intense, or were they just general thunderstorms?
I think I got it.
Ooh. Any warnings out or anything like that, Jeff? I know our last little blurb that was supposed to come through might have a hook echo in it.
Bum, bum, bum.
And I haven't checked the radar since, so. Oh, that's awesome, Harris. Did you see anything cool or get good pictures?
Other way. Sooner or later, I'll figure it out. There we go. Something like that.
Sure.
Huh.
Are you going to take over and talk about the tank now?
Unless you want to film while I talk about it, because you probably hold me a lot closer, right? You can't hear me.
Hang on. It's stuck.
Let's just make it main screen. Yeah. Some goldfish. So it's 55 gallon. We're using play sand for the substrate. It took a few days to clear that up. Just like we used in the stock tank below it. Those rocks, I believe, are Aqua Decor rocks that we got along with that big 210 gallon tank that Katie bought. The plants in here are all fake except for some strands of Java moss that I kind of tuck down in there. They nibble at it a little bit. They really don't eat it. The biggest concern is it floating away and catching into the intakes on those hang-on backs. I'm eventually going to put the pre-filters back on them to keep that from happening. The hang-on backs that we have on there, if you want to show them, Katie. Just don't drop my phone in the water, but it's okay. It's waterproof. Those are Aquaclear 50s. Ended up having a few around, so they're just running a sponges and disc rubbies in there. The one on the right is already, that was their original filter, so it's good and cycled. They're ready to go. It took them a little bit to actually get used to it, and now they're acting just the same. But they were partly because it was such a major water change for them. I only put like 3 gallons of the original water in there. It was dirty and it was time for a water change for them anyways, so I was kind of concerned about that. But they were very resilient. They were just kind of stressed out from the move. It's been a long time since we moved them. But that's pretty much what it's going to look like. Don't keep a lot of live plants in with them because they pretty much eat everything that we put in there. We do have a few Nubius around that might like to try, but I don't have a whole lot of them at the moment, so I don't want to test it and have them eat them up because I don't have a lot left. What was some of the I'm trying to read the chat too. So down underneath, of course, is the 110-gallon stock tank pond. We've acquired some more plants and transferred some plants and planted that out a little bit. We put some of the rocks that were in that hexagon tank, hex front tank, and pieces of wood that we had in there. And the pleco and the 2 algae eaters that were in with the Salvini in that hex front tank were transferred into this pond. The other 2 fish that we put in there, which I don't know if they're really shy, so our blood parrots. They're usually hiding around that stump looking weird lizard looking thing. Yeah. If I feed them, they'll come out. Here, let's try it. I see them, but if you stand, yeah, they're gonna come out. Like, is it safe? We took those 2 out of our 75-gallon planted tank because they kept laying eggs in there and digging up, and that's a deep substrate dirted tank, like a father fish style one. And they're just diggers. They kept digging in and stirring up the crap and making the water bad. And they were kind of bullying the other fish, even the electric blue jack Dempseys. In fact, kind of during all of that, we lost one of them, and that's partly due to the breed, and partly due to the fact I knew that they were defending the eggs and really getting aggressive, especially with the jack Dempseys. So it's just the way it worked. Unfortunately, we lost one out of the 2 that we had, which really sucks because they were my favorites. But you can kind of see them near the bottom of that spool. There's one there to the left. It's just when someone's standing over top like that, they just get really skittish. Yeah, that's fine. They'll come out in a little bit. No. Talk about this thing.
This is the big Castle tank, the 40-gallon breeder, for the one and only Sally the Salvini. She is pretty spoiled. So far, we can't tell if she's been digging in there like she normally did in the Hex tank, where she had mounds and mounds of dirt, because she has her own cave central in there now, so she doesn't really have a need to dig around yet. But she does have company, which if you look at the tank to the right is a 75 gallon, so she does see those fish over there, so she'll come out and kind of patrol for a little bit and wonder what the heck is going on, because she hasn't seen other fish next to her that close other than what was in her tank. No, she was out a little bit before we went on for live, and then she went back. Hey, Skipper. Glad you could make it.
You want to click on our camera, but the little guy in the upper left corner over.
This one?
Yeah. We've got videos galore. Got them on my phone. Just working on trying to find time to edit is big time for me right now, and especially when we're having computer problems. Now I'm learning to do it on my phone for now, and we're trying our best to put some videos out, guys. We really are. I feel kind of bad because we just don't put out nearly as much. It's kind of really, we don't put out as much.
Well, since you switched your computer over, you still have to figure out if it's going to work out okay.
Yeah. Let's turn this back. Oh, I was going to show the 210 out there.
That's okay. Save it for next time.
Yeah.
Yes, we have been working on the 210. Yeah, it's going to take up that whole center space right there. Come just below that fish decoration. I don't think so. It's not as wide as you think, hun.
Well, it's going to stick out from the wall. It won't be tight to the wall.
Oh, true.
So it'll come out as far as these do. So there's plenty of room. It's probably really not wide, so yeah. You won't be able to see that tank very well from this angle over here.
Well, it gives us an excuse to get up off the stool and go look at them.
I don't like sitting down most of the time. Especially on these stools. These stools are uncomfortable. But we're working on it.
Slowly but surely.
Cally's in here.
Yeah, Skipper's in here. 3G. June. Dixon Signs. Or Designs. Brian from Peplin.
How many can we even have as guests on here at once on the free version? 6.
I think.
Going for a half hour. That was
You're going to share something else.
what?
We'll be getting more new fish.
Oh yeah.
Some really pretty new fish.
The Wisconsin Fish Fam cookout is how long? 2 weeks?
The 3rd. So this
2
weekend
weekends.
is our fair. Next.
Yeah, 2 weekends. 2 weeks from now.
Not this weekend, but next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So while I'm there, I'm going to pick up some fish from Pepling Creek Aquatics that I purchased recently at an auction. Instead of having them send them to me, I get the pleasure of actually going there, picking them up myself. And while we're there, we're going to have a good time and meet a bunch of people that we haven't met before, some people that we have, and it's all Fish Fam folks, fish keepers from this area, and some that are not from this area actually coming up, staying at the Pepling Creek complex, or the
The compound.
compound, I guess you want to call it, and have some food, have some fun, and we're actually going to be spending the night at their place, but in camping style. So it's going to be a camp out, cookout, but you have to notify them, you have to get in touch with them, and in order to do that. So check out like Foxy Fish or Pepling Creek Aquatics. Check with them, see if it's still open and available. I don't think they have a limit on anything, but I'm sure it's it's kind of it's for Foxy's birthday more than anything, and to be a part of a good old-fashioned cookout. Come check it out if you can make it. It is August 3rd, that weekend.
Yes.
That's her birthday. So happens that my birthday's on the 5th, which is the Monday. Anyways, that's going to be great. Hope if you guys can make it there, it'll be cool. We'll get to see you guys in person. And just even a little bit more weird in person than I am on camera,
Oh boy.
to be fair.
Yeah. At least you admit it. It's the first step.
Usually pretty shy. I'll sit there by myself, rocking back and forth, mumbling something that you can't hear. And that's where you'll find me. What else is going on? Fish. Lots and lots of swordtail. The babies in that tank there are just going crazy. Let's do a split. I don't know.
You doing the
I don't wanna do
29
that.
or the
That's
10?
a weird split. I don't want to do that. A 29-gallon tank.
That's fine now. Now there's quite a different combination of fish in this tank. We have white cloud minnows, swordtails, guppies, phantom tetras, endlers, neon tetras, white fin tetras. I already said black phantom tetras. And we have a few, or at least we have one bristle nose in here from Jeff Kane. And then I know I'm missing some fish in there. There's just so many. We have new addition of snails that we didn't have before. But this plant clump at the top is where all the fry go and hide. So that's when we take a look. When we know we have new fry, we can see them in there hiding from everything else. And then we did spot some new swordtails in there yesterday that were quite small. So it hasn't been very long since Mama had another batch of them. So far, I've only seen one of the new ones, so it's possible something may have found the rest, but
How do people do things one-handed on camera?
I don't know. Now, Peplin, I think I found your channel. I'm just going blind here. I didn't go off of our personal channel for subscriptions. So if it's wrong, please let me know and I'll take it off. I'm going to post your channel, or what I think is your channel, on here, so that if people want to get a hold of you, they might be able to. Hi, Something Fishy. Good to see ya. Hi, Select Pet. We appreciate you coming. Yeah, we have a number of different types of swordtails in the 29 basically just has the run-of-the-mill swordtails, and then the 210s down below have, is it the blue sword endlers? And then the black barred endler tanks. We did pull the males out of one of the 10s and select a few to stay in with the females, so we can kind of cull what comes for each spawn, or batch of babies, I should say. Thanks, Tommy, for confirming. Hi, Foxy. Thank you, Skull, for posting. Are you feeding to get them closer to the tank? Are you feeding so that they can see him closer to the tank? Now, these are the black-barred endler males that we have in with the shrimp. The rest of the colony that we pulled out from the other 10. Otherwise, it would have killed all the females that we have left off, and we wouldn't have enough breeding going on. Yeah, Foxy, we feel the same way. There we go. It always switches right when I want to select the one comment. There we go. No, you're fine. I just wouldn't spend too much in that too much longer in that position, or you're not going to get up on your own. At least I wouldn't.
Too much glare. Using this app, it doesn't do my. This phone has such an awesome camera, but using the app is just looks like crap. It won't focus.
I think you're right, Foxy. Tommy is buttering you up for something. Are you good? Are you going to show the bottom tank down there?
That one is a mess. That's gotta be redone.
Okay. Plus, I don't think you'd get back up from getting down that low. Oh, he's going to show you the 210 as long as he's got the phone going still. We got all of the sand taken out of there. As much scraped from the back as we can right now for the big chunks from the caulk. Now it's just the final cleanup going through with the razor blade and taking it off of there. Hi, Aquarium Fantasy. Thanks for coming. We had to divulge a little ingenuity when Jake was scraping the inside. When he was going through the openings and leaning over the side of the tank, we took a pipe insulation that's pre-split and put on the sharp edges so he didn't get dug in the ribs. Because last time he just let it go and he ended up being all bruised on his ribs. So we got a little smarter this time. I see. You keep it for a video, Tommy. Hey, I think the storms might have stopped. It's pretty quiet out there right now. Unless we're coming in for round 3.
Shaking so much.
Okay, Tommy, so when you say crystal clear enamel, what was the product name you used? The plants you see that take over the tank on the 75 that Jake was just showing, the sword plants, those are going to be going into my 210. They are too monstrous for the 75, but they'll look nice in the 210. Okay, good to know, Tommy. I'll have to look into that. How long did you let that cure? Hi, Elfish. Thanks for coming. Hey, Rod. Good to see ya. Okay, sounds good, Tommy. If for those of you who may not know what Tommy and I are kind of going back and forth in chat about, he found a way to fix the scratches in his acrylic tank using Rust-Oleum clear enamel, and he's going to let it sit for a week just to make sure it's fully cured and not leach anything out. No problem, Rod's Aquatics. Yeah, you are right, Tommy. You gonna come talk? That is one of our Pictus polka dot pictus catfish. We have 2 in the tank. We do not collect the rainwater here for any tanks. We have too many things going on in our area. Does anybody else collect rainwater for their tanks? I am the major flamingo lover, Boxy. But he supports my habit. I think it might be Curtis. He's not watching, so I can post this. Yeah, we're on city water, and there's too many planes flying above us spraying stuff all the time. I don't trust the rainwater. These are the 2 Blackmores from Jeff Kane. They're doing quite well, getting along with the other fish. Took about a week for them to acclimate with the other fish because they're so much more tiny than the rest of them in there. Well, that's nice, Foxy. I wish we had that. They're not going to come out. Those floaters. Oh, yeah. They'll come out for those probably. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, it is Stefan, most definitely. When I saw it, I'm like, oh, gotta have it. I haven't gotten any yet, but
I don't like cameras. You guys got camera shy fish too? It's like I can do the same. Oh, sorry.
you're fine.
Turn this. Turn it off. Turn it off. Goodness gracious.
You're still on.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the fish are camera shy.
The parrots are.
They're out now.
It's because you're not filming them. Well, that and you fed them, so I'd come out for food too.
Would ya? Would you know? So I missed a lot what was going on in here. Sounded like Katie was talking with y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'm also in the process of taking the beer bottles and cans and liquor stuff down off the walls. Not that I'm going to quit drinking beer, because I like it. I just think about shooting YouTube videos out here. I don't know.
Turn it into the studio.
Well, I just wanted to look a little nicer. These walls could be painted eventually. We should have done that.
Before
we
setting
even,
all
like,
the aquariums up.
We didn't think we were going to. It was just going to be a shop.
I know.
For the most part, it's kind of half shop,
Well, that's when you paint around them and then
half
leave the
shop,
background.
half fish room. And right down the middle is, there's also a party room. Loud music and darts and so much crap in the way now. I haven't shot darts in a while. That's alright. Never get to play John and Lisa. So.
Yeah, our
supposedly
sound
they play
system's not
darts.
too bad, Foxy. And you are true, Select Pat. If there's room to paint the wall, then there's room for another tank. I just figure we fill it up with tanks and we won't ever see the wall again.
Well, the other side's going to be more of the live streaming area. That's going to get cleaned out all along there in that corner.
Those are all shelving units on wheels with pegboard, so it won't be too hard.
It's going to go outside into the main part of the garage and set up this stuff so we can have comfy chairs instead of these, very hard bar stool things, which are nice if you're working, this is the workbench here. It's lately has also turned into computer desk and whatnot.
Yeah.
So we never have any room to work on anything. When I want to work on something, I gotta squat down on the floor like I'm, in a different country where people have to do that. And I shouldn't have to because I have a workbench. I'm taking back the workbench. It was my idea to throw all this crap on here anyway, so I'm only taking it back from myself. Hurricane Jake, that's what Katie says. I guess she's right.
Mm-hmm. At least you don't leave too much devastation in your wake. Just a little.
See, that's why I like wearing the headphones, because I can hear you a lot better.
Clean your ears.
I did. I used, what do
We
they call
don't need to
those?
know that much.
Forks. I used 2 of them. So, 2 ears. My stool sounds like a frog. Can't do it again.
So no couch. You need wheels on the chairs to roll from tank to tank. And they can't be too soft, or nothing will get done.
I'd rather stand than sit, no matter even if it's a comfortable place to sit down. If I sit down then I'm sitting down for a while.
Yeah.
Once I'm down, I don't like to get up. Once I get up, I don't like to go down. Goodness gracious. 54 minutes and 24 seconds. How many likes did we get? I don't even know. I don't think you can check on StreamYard.
You'd have to
I
go
don't
to
have
the
it.
channel.
I bet you we had 502 likes from the 20 people that were watching at the same time.
You're kind of stretching there.
We have that many people that are like, hey, what's that? I'll give them a like. And I'm leaving. No, I appreciate it, no matter what. You guys watch for a second, or 2, or later. Appreciate it all. I really do. Because I don't know if it's worth even watching. Sometimes I just sit here and babble on and on and on. Walk around with a shaky cam. And show you our fish tank. I'm just watching the fish. So we have a monitor like right behind the camera. So I'm seeing this tank.
Thanks, Jeff.
Looks decent on camera. Looks better in person. That's probably everybody's tanks. So I didn't talk about which fish we were getting.
Maybe
Talked about
that part
Fish fam.
we should keep a secret.
Well, pretty much everyone here was there when.
Oh, true. Yeah, I forget. It was a public event. Yeah. When was it? Saturday night?
Yeah, I bought them for you.
I know.
Because you saw them on the list and you're like, you weren't even interested in bidding on anything except for those.
Yeah.
So
They're beautiful.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm sure they are. Excited to pick them up. We're going to bring a live aeration system. I think would be best, even though we don't live that far away. We shouldn't have to beg them. Foxy, if you're still here, that's the plan. We have a decent bait bucket with an aerator, and I have a backup battery-powered air pump as well in case that thing fails. And there should be a nice ride home for them.
Oh, yeah.
So they'll have a little more. Hopefully you're willing to spare some of your tank water to go with them, something that they're used to. And that's how we'll transport them back home. Something like, I don't remember, 2 hours is all
2 or 2.5.
to drive. We'll look again, but
It's not a major weekend for travel like Memorial Weekend,
right.
but I still expect traffic.
Pretty excited about it. May not look at. I'm like not one to go like, man, am I excited?
You sure?
Like,
You'll be all hopped up the whole ride there.
geez, am I excited? Is that better?
Yeah, it was a little loud.
I'm sorry. Not sorry.
Foxy answered your question.
That is a. Oh. Might as well bucket them, I would think. Keep them. If they're already together and they're used to being swimming or whatever, if we can just put some of their original water at least. I mean, the bait bucket isn't that huge. But I don't know. I assume that they're youngins, so they're smaller than the adults. And they should fit just fine in there. I mean, we don't have to worry about, oxygen levels. Something happens, a flat tire, and I gotta pull over and change it. It's just things like that. If I get car sick, other things, bodily function stuff like that. We're not gonna get into that, but things happen. And I just figured that they'd have the best chance because we're going to take care of them the best we can. And I'm just excited to get some different kind of fish that we don't normally have access to at our fish store. Ours is very basic. They're going to be pretty cool. Katie left me. I'm all by myself. So I guess this is a good chance for you guys to know a little something about what's going on between Katie and I. Recently, we found out that... God, it's hard to say. I should get this out though before she comes back. Recently, we found out that we're not going to be happy together. We're not going to be happy together unless we have as many humanly possible surrounded stuffed into our house and into our garage and ponds and greenhouses, and we're going to need that in our life together. And just wanted to share that with you guys. Hey, Katie. When are you coming back? I'm bombing. This is just a... Can't whistle. Beep. Boom. Okay, let's remove. I couldn't comment. Right. Eddie, Master Eduardo, Master Aquatics. He is here. Elfish is here. Fantastic news. You like that news? Okay. Jake's being... Oh, he's telling on me. Telling on me, Jeff. He's always telling on me. Not that naughty. She just said no secrets with Kane around. Well, depends. No secrets for me, anyways. How much is she paying you, anyways? Oh, goodness. Going to spew. God, I'm really good at this, like, reading chat halfway out loud to myself and halfway. Yeah, anyways. Oh my God. It's been an hour and 2 minutes. Is there anything else that we got to touch on, Katie? Everything that comes out of my mouth just sounds wrong tonight. I picked a better way of saying that. Is there anything else you want to discuss?
Yeah, you had an admittance here earlier. I heard you. And I want to say I feel bad. I have to admit. I found a free aquarium and I passed on it.
What?
Yeah, it was a ways away.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Once the 210's set up, we'll think about more aquariums. You're quite all right. Are you gonna live? I don't think he liked that news so well. Did you get it all out?
How could you do that?
Well, until you fix my truck and my 210's up, we're not getting any more aquariums.
But it was free.
I know it was free.
It didn't cost anything. It just takes up space that we need to use in the garage to pull a vehicle in. See, one half of the garage is still going to be, because it was a 2-car stall, we're going to have a place to be able to at least pull in one vehicle to do maintenance on, pull it out of the hailstorm, something, whatever. The other half of the garage is going to be a workshop and storage area, and somewhere in there, we'll still be able to have room for an aquarium or two. Now that that outside spot isn't as heated since there's a separation wall here and the furnace is in here. But it keeps it usually from freezing. Unless it's bitter, bitter cold outside and we have a lot of wind. Otherwise, fish tank with a heater will work.
It will.
Or a pond.
Yeah.
Or a slip and slide.
A little chilly for that one. And there's cement on the floor.
Yeah, it probably would hurt. That's why I use the little inner tubes. Anyhow. Has there been plenty enough nonsense in this one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh, man. 18 viewers, 17 right now, because one thought that I was about to stop. Or they wanted me to... Oh, they came back. See? It's so much fun. Is there anything I'm forgetting? Because I feel like last time we forgot a few things, and it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I don't remember what those were.
The greenhouse, we gotta do an update on that.
Yep.
So these are the videos we're gonna do. We're gonna do some random update videos while I'm working on that river trip, because the river trip video I want it to. It's gonna be a little more involved for editing and stuff. I want to put music. I want it. There's so much footage to go through. And I want to make it kind of a little epic small video. It's not going to be long, not like hour long or anything, but you know, just under a half hour, maybe 20 minutes would be kind of cool. I don't know if I'll get that much out of it. What I'm trying to say is that's going to be taking some time. So our update videos, we're going to put some out and leave the editing down to a minimum and show you guys what's been growing on I just coined something on accident by having a tongue twister. What's growing on in the greenhouse and what's swimming on in the fish room.
Yeah, there you go. Coin new phrase. Catchphrase.
No.
Copyright.
Copyright?
Yeah.
Copyright. That's where you can make copies, right? We're going to show you that stuff over the next week. Plan on putting out a couple videos and not just shorts over this week. Real quick stuff.
Might be a few quick lives of the greenhouse just to get it out there.
We do that. Not just even lives, though. I mean, just
Do the video and
shoot it with my phone and boom, 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 done. Just to get some stuff out there for you guys to watch, because I gotta do it quickly. We're very busy, working full time, both of us, and then keeping up with all the fish, all the plants, indoors and out. I can't even mow my lawn lately. It's getting long. So I gotta keep the videos as simple as possible, because winter time is when I'll be able to probably work a little easier on that.
yeah.
Anyhow, that's the end of our show for tonight. Do you have anything you want to say?
As always, thank you everybody for coming in tonight to our live. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we hope to see you next time. Take care and always
Brush your teeth before bed if you have a brush.
no, not quite,
If
but
you
anyway.
don't, use your finger anyway.
Okay.
I can't believe I did that on a live stream. Now you guys all know how great of a voice I have. Now the secret is out.
I wouldn't quite say you're a crooner, but okay.
All right.
Yes, kiss your fishies, Foxy.
Kiss your fishies goodnight and brush your teeth. Sleep well. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye,
Thanks
everybody.
for stopping.
Thank you.